If you haven't already, please take a second to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Also, feel free to share the video.
ICMTU, short for I Can't Make This Up, is a live comedy show hosted by AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. ICMTU brings people together from different backgrounds by sharing true stories that have happened in their lives. Today's episode's shout out goes to the one, the only Freetown Road Project. When you're in Jersey City, make sure you stop by the Freetown Road Project. Listen, I'm telling you, they work hard. They are there. Pandemic happened, everything, they keep going. So make sure you keep supporting. When you are in Jersey City, stop by the Freetown Road Project, please. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would appreciate it because you would have that food and you'd be like, this is hitting. So make sure you go by Freetown Road Project. All right? Appreciate it. Now, it's about that time. Let's get into it. And now, would you please welcome your host of this evening, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Hey, what's good? What's up? How y'all feeling? Hey, hey. Just letting y'all know, for those that can't read, laughter is always in style. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Let me know how you feeling. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. We are here once again. It's Thursday, so let's get it. And I'm talking to you that's on YouTube. I'm talking to you on Twitch. I'm talking to you on Instagram. I'm talking to you on YouTube. I'm talking to you on ajdunk.com. Thank you for tuning in to I Can't Make This Up. Now, we all know that when you go to work, some people just, they're already working before they even clock in. And then you got people that go to work and they don't even realize that they at work. Now, me, I'm the type that when I go to work, I clock in and I get situated. All right? So I'm going to give you the same thing that I do. All right? We working together. So I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time to get their sips, get their smokes, and take their shits, okay? So, right now, I want you to get yourself, you know what I mean? Like, that's so you can get situated and enjoy the show. So, without further ado, let's do it. Ooh, that bass. Yo, that bass. Ooh, that bass. Ooh. If you don't feel nothing, you better feel that bass. Ooh, in the comments, let me know what you're feeling. How you feeling? Feeling good, feeling what? Yes. What you sipping on? What you smoking on? If you're shitting on somebody, tell us about it. Don't take no shit and tell us about it. Take your time. What we doing today? We going floor. Come on, take it away. you feeling? How you feeling? What you sipping on, smoking on, shitting on? Oh, let me know, let me know. Hey, sipping smart water. Smoking some shitting on my landlord. Woo, don't get evicted. Smoked turkey. Maybe I add a little honey on that. And smart water. You keep that IQ up. That's what, yes. You are Dracula that ass. Dracula that ass. Woo. There we go. It's all right. We'll have a houseless party. Yeah, we'll have a houseless party. That sounds like the move. Woo-hoo. Yeah. All right, everybody. So for those that are getting their sipping on over, sip and walk, sip and walk. See, look, sip and walk, sip and walk, sip and walk. Those that are smoking, smoke and talk, smoke and talk, smoke and talk. And those that are shitting on somebody, back up. They've had enough, okay? All right, I think they get it now. Take a break. But those of you that are shitting, keep going. Keep going. All y'all that is taking the shit, keep doing it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. We're here. We're here. You got just as long as you can hear us, you're good. I don't care where you are. Enjoy. I want you to all enjoy this. So sipping on coconut water. Everything else. All right. Emoji, 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 emoji. Okay. So everybody, we are here. We're doing this. We're feeling good. Now, you know that we got to start the show correct. And that only way we could do that is by the sounds of the one and only band, spelled one word, Salt, Pepper, Ketchup, featuring my guy, Jesus from the Bodega.
You know I can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. You know we can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. Yeah. I can't make this up, baby. Ya tú sabes, coño. Ahí, lo fuimos.
Oh, welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. And from there, you've got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So once you're done here, enjoying this episode of I Can't Make This Up, head over to ajdunk.com. And if you're on ajdunk.com, you know what? You could just refresh the page back up and go look at other things because there's a lot of content there, a lot of things for you to enjoy. So if you're in the house, you're outside of the house, you're in and outside the house at the same time, you have things to enjoy. You've got sketches, you've got stand-up, you've got skits, you've got soup of the day. There's a lot of content there that you can enjoy and that somebody else you know can also enjoy. So if you're there, or when you go there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's so you don't have to say, hey, AJ, where is it located again? Right there. Bing, 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 bing. How you do it? Do, 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 do. Right there, ajdunk.com. So just make sure you subscribe. You will get all the notifications. It's a pretty beautiful thing. It does it by itself. It's like an alarm clock. Bing, new content. Bing, something's here. Bing, check this. Just make sure that you subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! All right, everybody. All right. Yeah, buddy. Okay, listen. I consider all my guests to be special. When they're taking the time out of their day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up, I have to consider them special. They're giving me their time. That's special. Much, much, much appreciated. Now, I need you. I don't care where you are right now. I don't care if you at church. I don't care if you are sitting in the quiet part of the hospital. I don't care if you are next to somebody with the most sensitive ears. Start giving me that clap, okay? Clap. Put your hands together, okay? Tap your neighbor. Bang on the ceiling if you on the first floor. Let me know. Come on, give me some noise. And please welcome our guest this evening, Jymyle Hendricks. Wait a minute.
How's it going? What's up? Hey, everybody.
We got to bring him back in. Hold on. We got to do that again. Put me back. Oh, wait. It was a little delay. Okay. All right. Listen, everybody. We couldn't hear him maybe because we were too loud. All right. Put it together. Welcome, Jymyle Hendricks. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Nice, nice for you to join us this evening, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. I appreciate that.
No doubt. Beard gang.
Oh, yeah, man, when you're out there working in the cold like I do, or like we do, you got to as much insulation as I can get. I go for it,
Yes. Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Hendricks. Yeah, the welcomes. Woo, yeah, the claps. Look at that. You can see. Look at that. People can even clap silently. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. All right. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself so we can, feel what type of person you are, what things you're into, and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been an electrician for 27 years. I love playing video games. I love music. Yeah, pretty much having a good time. I mean, long walks on the beach, all that kind of stuff.
Then you gotta throw that out there and let you know I like long walks on the beach, y'all.
Just with my wife, only with my wife.
Me too. Oh, and just to address everybody, I know that the wedding ring looks a little bit different. I do have the same wife. It's just the fact that I lost my ring. Oh, so yeah, that's why we are looking. I made it to the anniversary. I made it to our first anniversary, and I lose everything. So she really wasn't that tight. She was just like,
you were surprised.
Not at all. I'm glad that I made it through the first year without losing it. So, happy for that. I won that bet.
Right, that's a blessing.
Now, I have guests that check in from all over the world. I've had guests from Colombia. I've had guests from California. I have guests that have been crackheads. I've had everything. So, I am checking in from Jersey City. Where is it that you are checking in from today, Jymyle?
Sebec Village, Maine. Represent. I'm on
Represent Maine. I don't know how they say it up there. I don't know if they have a saying, but yeah, Maine. Y'all got a signal or?
I don't think so. I just got here last year. I don't know. I haven't learned everything yet. I'll get there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, that's no bueno. Oh, it's all right. Yep. Wife disclaimer. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what you think. Not that type. We in here. We rolling. We doing it. Okay. Are you ready for me to explain to everybody what is about to happen?
I missed that. Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. Okay. Are you ready for me to explain to everybody what is about to happen? Maine
Absolutely.
is mad. Okay. All right.
It is brick out there. That's a fact. It is cold as hell up here.
Oh, mad brick. See, I thought it looked like a chip. It looked like a chair to me for a second.
Oh no, I got that. It's negative 15 this morning.
What? Hold on,
Yeah,
what?
negative
Still.
15
No.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, it was 12 here with no minus sign in front of it, and I said, nah, I'm good. Negative
Yeah.
15. I'm trying to stay positive.
Right.
All right. So, to those that are on YouTube, to those that are on Twitch, those that are on Twitter, those that are on ajdunk.com, and those that are watching through a neighbor's device, I'm about to tell you what is about to happen. So, on ICMTU, I can't make this up. Your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps, invites guests on to share true stories that have happened in their life. Now, our special guest today, Jymyle, is going to share a true story. Now, while he tells this story, I want you to comment, like we've been commenting. Keep commenting, comment. Send them. I'm reading them. I am listening to the story. I am also writing down my own notes, because once the story is finished, I am going to be asking questions. I got you. Yes, you can ask questions too. So while you are writing those comments, comment, put a question mark after it if it's a question, okay? You put a couple if you want me to see it, because it might be a lot of comments and I'll pick it up. So if you want to say, hey, Jymyle, does your beard ever shrink because of that cold weather? If it relates to the story, then we might ask it. But if it's just something that's just like, hey man, it has nothing to do with the story, then we might not ask it. So just remember, comment. If it's a question, put a question mark after. Comment. I'm gonna be reading the comments. I'm going to be listening to Jymyle, and I'm also going to be making my own comments. Now, Jymyle.
Yes, sir.
There's one thing that I have to ask you before we do this. Are you listening? Can you hear me? I'm in there. I'm cool. All right. I just need to know, do you pinky promise that this story is true?
I pinky promise.
All right.
Pinky promise.
All right, Jymyle, you did it. Now, if you would, please share your story that you cannot make up.
Unfortunately, I didn't have any pictures, but some friends and I went to P-Town. I don't know, Provincetown at the tip of the Cape.
Okay, all right.
Right, and we figured we'd take a couple days. I was about in June, late June, much warmer than it is now. It's great. And I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day before COVID, you could actually like hang out with people, like random people. You know, like random people would come up and, you know, you could say, hey, what's up? Where are you from? Da 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 da. So, you know, we get to our motel, and of course we're on vacation, so we want to start drinking, you know, talking, catching up, all that kind of stuff, right? So we're sitting outside the motel, we're chatting it up, drinking. We meet some neighbors. This gentleman Marcos, he came over. We're talking with him, having a great time. Before we know it, it's nighttime. Okay. And we're over, they had like a little gas fire thing going on, which was amazing. Some nice Adirondack chairs all around it. Great. Sitting down, we're all chatting, again, hanging out, you know. Then all of a sudden, some other people pull up. This guy, just try to picture this. You have a guy, he's wearing a black shirt, black skinny jeans, right? He has I don't know, I want to say it the wrong way, but like an LGBTQ flag on his back, like a cape.
Okay.
And he had, you know, those reflectors that are at the end of a driveway, you know, people, so when you're plowing, you know where it is, right? And he had one of those, and he had some kind of hat on, and he's walking around. he gets up, he gets to our little setup there, and he starts asking people what their name is and then like knighting them, you know, which is great. It was amazing. You know, yes, I can't remember. I had a lot to drink, but he was saying some pretty cool stuff. Except when he came to me, he had nothing to say. But then all of a sudden he starts dancing. Like this music's going on. We're playing music. And he's dancing. He's doing some kind of strip move thing. And he's going, you know, back and forth. The cape's flying everywhere, you know. And
I think I know what's going to happen.
Vapors in the air and everything else. And so I'm like, I guess I'm kind of like getting in the moment, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna stand up on this chair too. And no sooner do I get my second foot on that chair, the guy who's like in charge of the whole like motel situation, I see the door like fly open, and he's like, no, get off of that chair. But yeah, I got down and we all got to talking. It was a great time. But yeah. The other thing that he had too is he had a doll with him, and this doll's name was Madeline. And this doll also had, and it might still be around, I'm not sure, but it had an Instagram page as well. So he was going around with the doll to everybody and said, you know, like, hey, you know, went up to went to our good friend and took the doll and said, the baby's hungry, and then put it right to her breast. Then it must have been club time or something, and then a car pulled up, and then they were gone, and that was the last we ever saw of them.
Yo, in, out, get in, get out.
Right, pretty much.
All right, now I have some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, when this person showed up, was it like all of a sudden they're there, or did you see them coming from a distance? Like how?
Yeah, we kind of saw him. It's kind of hard to miss somebody who's wearing a cape like that, you know? And the reflector, I mean, you're going to see the reflector, the fire's like glistening off of it. No, you're not going to miss that. There's no way. I mean, we saw him coming from a mile away.
Okay. Now, when you were all out there, you mentioned the furniture. You used like a 3-syllable word. It started with an A. It was like
Adirondack chairs.
What is that?
You know, they're typically made out of wood, and you can lean back in them. They're pretty big chairs. Adirondack.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's not a word that you like used in normal around me. Adirondack though, but I got you. I'm there now.
Not country either, so you know.
Now, did you all have a fire out there? Was there a fire burning?
Yeah, they had like a gas fireplace. You know, has all the broken glass in there and everything else. Yeah.
When you were when like I try to get ahead of the story to see if I'm gonna guess what's gonna happen. So when you were telling a story and you were like, yeah, and then he was standing up on the chair, and in my head I was just thinking, even though you didn't mention it was a fire, I'm like, that flag somehow, some way, he gonna fall or something like that, and that shit's gonna catch on fire. That's where I was headed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I could see that. But he was at a fairly safe distance. You know, the cape was able to fly around, and it was all good.
Now, I also have to ask. He had a name for everybody, knighting everybody. Why not you? What happened? What's up?
Can I be honest? I think what it was is I said my name. I said Jymyle, and and it happens a lot to me. Like, he didn't register what my name is. Like, he couldn't. He probably had a lot of stuff going on in his head at the time, you know. And he just like shut down and like went to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen to you too, right?
Yo, that's fucked up.
Hey, it happens all the time. I'm telling you.
How many people were there?
Ooh, there's probably there was a couple, another couple that we had met there, probably like 10, I want to say 8 or 10. And he had a friend with him. Yeah, there was a good group of people. And if you count the office guy, that's 11.
Yo, so he was creative for 10 other people, and then it was just like,
I mean, it made our night. It really did make our night. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We talk about it all the time. It's such a good night.
well, I would like to say I'm glad that everybody in that group was ready for that, because
Oh, we weren't ready. I didn't say that. We weren't ready. No one's ready for that.
You're right. Because listen, if I'm with friends and we've been drinking for a while, and I'm in a place that like is not familiar to me per se, and it gets dark, and then I don't care what, if it has a soul and it walks up, I'm gonna be a little like, well, hey, whoa. So respect to you all for that.
Fair enough.
Now, somehow, some way, I've commented, have you seen him after that moment?
No, it was there were these guys from New York. Apparently they built like algorithms for, I want to say it was a real estate company. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, we never saw them again after that. I haven't been to P-Town yet either, so maybe one of these days, when I go back, I'll see them, but nope, not since then.
You just gotta bring the music. Gotta bring the music and the drinks.
Yeah,
and
right.
That will follow. If anybody has any questions, comments, if anybody wants to know any tips on how they can then go through a party just like that, send them on, and I'll look at them. This doll, that's the creepy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. And it's probably like, it's the doll that you're thinking of in your head is what he had. Like, like the hair is all scraggly and stuff. It's dirty.
The doll from, I'm picturing one of them dolls from Toy Story that Sid had, that he just ripped and put together.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that you could tell that doll had some miles on it for sure. You must have been that thing all over the place.
Oh,
and that might still be out there. I mean, it may still be a thing. I mean, he had it, and it had followers, like thousands of followers. It was ridiculous.
Now, I haven't wished COVID on anybody, and I want to keep it that way. But that doll, I make an exception for that.
Probably where COVID came from ultimately was that doll. It probably came from that.
Now, there has been a question that has been submitted. As an electrician, have you ever had to fix anything crazy?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, to me, it's crazy, like extension cords in the wall. But I think like one of the more crazy stories I've ever had was my dad and I were wiring a furnace for somebody. And when we went down there, we're going down there, and there's all this like very slick on the basement floor. And we're like, what the heck is this? Well, what was this stuff? Well, come to find out that whoever had lived there before, or whoever was living there, turned the entire basement into a kitty litter box. So there was kitty litter. The entire basement was kitty litter. And before they would go back there to do anything, they made them obviously clean it up. And then that was like the residual from what was there. Yeah. Yeah. And then, you have the hoarders, like what you see on TV, like you walk into a house and you're going like through aisles of stuff, to get to an outlet that they cleared out for you so you could fix it that day, or, it's yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is way scarier than the doll. Like, because like that's different level cat lady type deal where you have a whole basement just kitty litter on the floor. It's like you just let the cats. Hell, did it still have a stench?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, they didn't. The cats were going all over upstairs too. I mean, it was yeah. Cats. I mean, I have 2 cats. I love cats. I love animals. Don't get me wrong, but cats that aren't taken care of are probably like the worst smelling animals that you could possibly get. Probably even worse than a ferret. You know, those are pretty bad. But I would say a cat is like you don't take care of it, they are nasty.
Listen,
Went into a house one time. They had unkept cats. The eyes would water. My dad wouldn't even let me up on the first floor because it was so bad. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and like right. So earlier today, I was walking home, and there's a bunch of stray cats around this street. Like I think somebody passed away at a house, and nobody like collected the cats. So like the cats just live in the neighborhood now. And somebody put out a pile of food just like in this area, and the cats go there and they eat. Today I was walking by and I'm like, all right, that's where the cats are. I look over and there's a fucking possum sitting with the cats like they cool. And the possum's eating the cat food. And I'm just like, yo, all right, y'all mind your business. I'm gonna mind my business, and we gonna keep it moving.
Right. Oh yeah.
Right. Which way are we going? Yeah. The whole floor. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot about that story, actually. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Gosh, man.
I've seen some things, AJ. I've seen some things.
What else have you seen? Because listen, the things, so as being an electrician and seeing that's out of the ordinary. At the same time, you could probably be doing certain things that like, all right, this is regular to me, but to us, that's big stuff. Like, I took a look at your Instagram, and you're like attached to some harness to keep you in, and you've got a yellow shirt on and a helmet, and I'm like, this doesn't look like normal like work.
Oh, the picture I'm on top of a windmill, maybe?
I don't even know. I can bring it up. Let's see. I'm just like, yo, what like this is. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a windmill. The company I work for, Elm Electric, gave me an opportunity to work on a couple of these. We got a bunch of guys helping out and everything, of course. And yeah, that was on the top of it. We got on the top. Obviously, you have to wear a special harness because you're going up a fixed ladder, and it's like, it's straight up. And they have a cable, so you attach that little front buckle to the cable. So if you happen to slip off the ladder when you're 100 feet up, it'll catch you, And then they also, if you look at the red thing there, we had to get trained on, like, let's say worst case scenario, like something happens to the windmill and I got to like get from the top of that windmill to the ground from the outside or whatever. Well, there's a hatch that opens up. I would attach myself and I would be able to descend like 200 feet down to the ground so I could like safely, or we could all get safely down and away from it. But yeah, I've always loved heights. I mean, I thought that was cool. Because weather station, all that stuff. Oh. Yeah, right. Well, I'll tell you, the Home Depot people, I'm sorry, but they need to learn how to organize their materials a little bit better, because I feel you there. I even go in there and I'm like, what is going on here? What is this?
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's set up like Uniqlo. I'm like, so you have a shirt here, and then there's shoelaces, and then you got a poster. Okay, now where's the? Oh, there's another shirt over there. That's just a different color. Oh,
Right.
okay, got you.
Oh, and the thing you're looking for is in another aisle.
Yeah, in a whole nother store. Let's talk about Maine. Why Maine? Favorite things to do. Is lobster really the truth up there? Ooh, if so, can you send Dracula that ass and I some?
I mean, I've always loved lobster. I've always looked at lobster as like a New England thing. You know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah. I mean, I guess my wife and I chose Maine because it was just a different way of life. I mean, I grew up in, it was kind of a small town, you know, but I always grew up with neighbors and you know, there really wasn't anything to do. And I guess I kind of felt like my main focus when I was in Massachusetts was work. I mean, it's kind of like the rat race, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I guess I just kind of got to a point where I just wanted to do something different. Like, you know, I found out that I actually like going for walks in the woods. Like, and actually when I was younger, my brothers and I, we'd all go out in the woods and play war or whatever, you know, and yeah, snowmobiling, you know, snowmobiling's great. ATVing is great. I mean, it's just a different way of life. And the people, I mean, I'll tell you, it is so nice to go to like Dunkin' Donuts. Just to throw a random store out there. I don't know if I can do that, but you go to Dunkin' Donuts and you have somebody that actually will have a conversation with you. Right. You know, and I'm not saying like we don't need to have a long drawn out conversation, because I get it. I got to get my coffee and get the hell out of there. I get that. Right. But just that, not to have them be like nice to you or nice to me. I mean, it's just a different way of life. And I love it up here. It's great.
So you're a man wolf.
I prefer Molten Hill Mountain Man myself, but you know, I'll take wolf, I guess. You know, that'd probably be a number two, close number two.
Oh, this is a great question.
I haven't seen any bears in person yet up here. I haven't seen any. I saw a couple moose. We see deer all the time. Deer are out there. Yeah, but no, I haven't seen any bear. I have no like desire to go out in the woods and like look at a bear. I don't think, you know. If I saw fun.
It seems like only thing you got to do is look out one of them windows and you might see a bear. I suggest you get on something and you jump up and you knock on wood. There's a lot of wood around you. I see in your background. You better knock on wood. Hope you don't see a bear anytime soon.
I know, right? Yeah, I don't think I got the caliber to take a bear down either. So.
Yeah, I think a moose would scare me too. A lot of those things that you mentioned, I'm like,
a moose? Oh, come on, a moose ain't that bad. They don't bother you. It's not like they're not going to charge at you like a rhinoceros or something. You know, they're nice enough. You just give them their space. And
are they fast?
I don't think. Maybe they are. I've never seen them running. They're always kind of like lumbering along, like they'll go across the road. And one time we were at the B-52 memorial in Greenville, and we just saw a mother and her cub just walking across the street. Must have been a couple dozen people there. And everybody knows you just kind of give them their space, let them do their thing, take your pictures or whatever else you got to do, and yeah, pretty much it.
Okay, there's a question that I have to ask.
Uh-oh.
I have to ask this question.
I don't like that look.
I have to ask this question now. In these moments when you're seeing these animals and these people and like the people at Dunkin' Donuts and people with the moose and all, are you seeing people of this complexion, or is it just this? Like, are we seeing some of?
I think, and I had the same thought. I have the same thought that you're probably thinking right now, but you'd be surprised how diverse it is up here. You'd be extremely surprised. It is a very, very diverse place. And I'm up. I mean, it's kind of central, but it's North Maine. It's Maine. You know, they say from Massachusetts to Augusta, Maine is Massachusetts. You know, Maine doesn't start till after Augusta. You know,
okay.
That's what they say. But I'm telling you, I mean, you go somewhere like Bangor, again, around here, Dover, Foxcroft, like it's very diverse place. Very diverse.
I was making sure it wasn't a get out situation. That's all, my brother. That's it.
Oh, no. I might be confused, but I ain't that confused.
I'm like, all right, he said he wanted to get out the rat race. He wanted to go away and do this. I'm like, all right, just let me know. Blink if you need help.
I know, right? There's somebody in a white blanket over there. I don't know what to do.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that you are able to do that. You're able to experience those things, and it feels like you're happy with that. Happy enough to where somebody can stroll up and knight everybody except for you, and you still.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, I would like to ask you this. From the time that you came on this episode until the time that we say goodbye to you, how would you like the people to remember you?
Ooh. Just somebody who likes to have fun, I guess, and I don't know, approachable. I like long walks on the beach.
Are there beaches near you?
Near me? Yeah, actually, because we live next to Sebec Lake, so there is a beach down there. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lake. It's not an ocean beach; it's a lake beach. And I tell you, you can look in and through the water and see the bottom of it. That's how clean it is.
Okay.
So that's a plus.
Yeah. Because in Jersey, it's all Coca-Cola, Pepsi. That's what the beach water looks like. Root beer, whatever it may be. Like,
so you can't see the monsters like that that are going to come out of there and get you. At least I'll be able to get a head start, like swimming away from them or something if whatever comes at me.
I can't see a bear if it's coming out that water. A bear could be right there in that water somehow, some way. A bear, a shark, jellyfish, a syringe, a crack pipe. All of that could be right there in that water. Don't see it. Now, if anybody has any last questions, comments, any care packages, anything that we need to tell Jymyle or ask Jymyle, please submit them now. I would like to say thank you. I greatly appreciate you coming on and sharing that story and spreading a little information about Maine, educating myself and my followers, people that are tuning in. Maybe they don't know anything about Maine, but we know a little bit now. Somebody did mention this before, and I have to check. Can you get lobster rolls at McDonald's in Maine?
Ooh, maybe sometimes, but I don't know why you would want to do that because I'm sure lobster rolls aren't from Maine. So I'd probably stick to the mom and pop shop or something, like one of those pull up. I don't know. I wouldn't go there for it. That's like getting a fillet of fish or something. That ain't fillet of fish or a McRiblet. No.
Are the lobster, all right, since there's an abundance of lobster rolls, right? Like a lot of places have them, or
right? Yeah, we're in season and those places are open. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the average? Is the price lower since there's so many, or is it still like $57 for a half a roll?
I mean, it's probably on par. It's probably on par with anywhere else you'd go because because that's the thing too is a lot of people vacation up here. So you know what I mean. So they're going to keep the prices. They keep the prices pretty much the same. You know what I mean, right?
So okay, I might
maybe a little bit, but probably the same.
Okay, I feel like that's a chance for opportunity. We do a little bit lower prices and bring a little bit more customers.
Go ahead, sell them right out of the vans, and
yeah, hell yeah, right out the back of McDonald's. We in the parking lot. We'll stick to the quarter pounders at McDonald's. There you go.
No, double quarter pounder, extra cheese and bacon. That's the way to go.
Ooh, you sound experienced. The way you said that, it sounded like I was working at the drive.
I've been ordering that for years.
All right. Jymyle, thank you. Appreciate it greatly. And also, once again, I mentioned it before we started the show, but that chandelier, boy,
Oh, thank you.
great.
I
Like
worked
a
really
stage.
hard on it.
Woo, look at that thing. Yes. Now,
For motivating me to put that up or down or however you want to look at it.
yeah, it's there with a side of sweet and sour sauce.
What happens?
Ooh, okay. Might have a little, might add a little bit to something for him. Okay, now before we say goodbye to you, is there any last words, anything that you would like to leave with the people?
I guess if I'm gonna do a plug, my wife and her brother have been kind of putting together a campground down below. We got one cabin done so far. We're working on doing a community bathroom and a community kitchen. So if anyone's looking to come up to Maine and kind of see the sites, we've got beautiful views up here. If you like doing fishing, hiking, all that kind of stuff, we got it. You can do like at Soul Retrieve Hill, and let me try this.
At Soul Retrieve Hill. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's an Instagram page. My wife takes care of that, and there's also a Facebook page for that. And yeah, if you guys want to come up, we got a nice A-frame, very simple.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to go. I'm on the page right here, real quick. Okay, Maine. Sounds like a place to go check out for sure. Let me see.
It's great for couples. The only thing right now, you got to use an outhouse, but if you got to go camping, you might as well go for it. There's electricity and there's what else is there? And heat. Plenty of heat.
It's just the fact that you got to put on a lot of clothing to go outside to use the bathroom.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Plan ahead.
You know what? I might be for it. You know what? Just to say I cross off my bucket list.
Somebody as prestigious as you'd stay up here in the guest room or something.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah, see, I questioned it, but guess what? I ain't gotta use it.
Come on, live a little.
I'll do it because I have older aunts that are like, when they grew up, they were like, yeah, we used to have to go to the outhouse. It wasn't an option. So I'm like, all right, I'll live like you for a second. And
right.
A little bit. All right, Jymyle, I would like to thank you once again for coming on another episode of I Can't Make This Up, for taking your time and sharing your story. Greatly appreciate it. I will stay in contact with you. Take care.
You too, man.
All right. Woo! Everybody, listen. Maine, that's something different. In P-Town, I've had my share. I've had my share of instances where I've been with friends and we've been drinking, and then the sun falls and we continue to drink and people have joined the party. But I don't know about somebody coming up with a doll in their hand. That's not something that I would be necessarily comfortable with. Like a lot of drinks, everybody gonna have to feel the same energy. Cause me, I'm like, whoa, back up now. You ain't knighting me with that doll, and the doll suck my soul. So before we get into what we have learned today, it's time to see. Now, if you think that the story was true, let me get in all caps. Now, if you think that the story was false, let me get a nah ho. Bink, nah ho. If you think the story is true, in the comments, let me get in all caps. Otherwise, let me get a nah ho. Now, what we have learned today. Today, Jymyle has taught me and hopefully has taught you that when you're in a situation and you want some change, go for it. A lot of good things can come from it. You know, he was able to sit out there, drink with friends. He now lives in Maine and experiences ATV and snowboarding, fishing, a lot of things to bring you to comfort. And also remember that no matter what, no matter how many times you say your name, who you may be around, somebody's always going to question it, throw you a little. So remember that. Okay, we have an all caps from Geo Merc 1. We have an all caps from Lottie Da. And you have a all caps from your boy AJ Dunk. We were here. If you think the story was fake, then you should have asked some more questions. You know what I mean? There we go. All caps. Thank you again to everybody for tuning into another episode of I Can't Make This Up. We're still here. We're still going strong. I appreciate it. Once again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So you that's on Twitch, you that's on Instagram, you that's on Twitter, you on YouTube, and you on AJ Dunk, thank you for being there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's so you can know when the next episode or the next piece of content goes out. Please press the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, it's just a little dink, click. All right, and then you'll get the updates and it'll alerts and all that, letting you know that we are here and we are going live. And also at ajdunk.com, you got my YouTube page. So you get to see sketches. You get to see pieces of stand-up. You get to see the soup of the day. There's a lot of content there for you and your friends. So once you go there, you can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you know this friend. All right? This is what we're all about here. So again, I would like to thank my guest, Jymyle Hendricks, for coming on the episode of I Can't Make This Up and opening up and sharing a lot of information with everybody, a story and things about Maine. Listen, people might be trying to go to Maine now. It might be on my list. So appreciate it. Thank you. Can't get that time back. He gave it to us and I'm giving it to you. So once again, the name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter is always in style. And, you know, let them know, Mom.
My guess, that's why I have them on.